It's the Old School Gamer back with some Civilization 7 action. Civilizations has been around a long time. I remember playing the very first version of Civilization back on my Commodore Amiga in the 90s, and continuously played this game throughout my 40 years of gaming. So let's jump in. This Civilization 7 makes some significant changes in how you go about playing, but I'm just going to jump in and give you my first impressions. Let's go. Okay, and to begin with, we pick up. I'm just going to adjust the sound a little bit because it's a little loud. There we go. Okay, so let's pick our character. A lot of returning characters, leaders, and a lot of new characters. The leaders have also changed. Your leader now is forever, as it's been in the previous games, but your civilization changes per era. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Egypt's always a good place to start, so let's go for that. So I'm going to play as Egypt. We have a couple of unique buildings and units. So we have our infantry unit, the Medjay. No maintenance, that's a big gold bonus. +3 combat strength, so significantly stronger in friendly territories. So basically within your own territory or city-states or allies. Tejati, a great person with 1 charge, can only be trained in cities with a necropolis, and the specific Tejati received is random. Each Tejati can only be received once. Cost increases per Tejati, so it's kind of like an extra bonus. You have the necropolis, Mastaba, which is a cultural building, and Mortuary Temple. So, and then more age unlocks as we go. Awesome. Egypt it is. Let's go. Excited for this. This looks very polished. It's been in development for a long time. We're talking 5+ years, and looking forward to seeing what they've done with that. As I said, my history with Civilization goes back 40 years. I remember one of my first games where there was just one more turn, and 3 a.m. comes around, I'm still playing, and games like this didn't happen very often, and it's nice to see that Civilization continues to set its own path and influence in the game world, and hasn't really lost its secret sauce that makes it so enjoyable to play as a gamer. So let's look forward to jumping in and seeing how we play as initially our country as Egypt.
The waters flood again, preparing the lands for new growth. Here Egypt will compel the world to behold the wonders it works.
Beautiful narration, I think by Gwendolyn Christie, I think is the last name. Very famous actor in Game of Thrones and Star Wars sequel trilogy. Kind of underused there for sure, but amazing voice. British actress or actor, and be interested to see how she adds her own unique spin on this. We've had some great narrators in the past, from Sean Bean to Leonard Nimoy and others before those. So It's always how they do the wonders and the surprises along the way, and so it should be fun to see how this plays out. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Civilization 7. Lead your people to greatness. Before you embark on your journey to create an empire that stands the test of time, take a look at some of the fundamental concepts of the latest installment in the series. Once you begin the game, you will see tutorials that will teach you how to play and expert advisors who will guide your decisions. Civilopedia will also be available at any time, where you can refer to the game concepts or learn the history behind them. Okay. History is built on layers. The game of Civilization 7 consists of multiple ages, 3 at this stage. Likely there's going to be a modern age added in the future, and maybe even a future age to see. Well, actually, no, I think it's called a future age, would be the new one. Maybe there'll be an information age, who knows. Maybe even a space age, that would be kind of cool. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes as a game. Each age presents its own unique gameplay, new challenges, and an option to change your strategy. Your leader remains the same, but at the end of every age, you will choose a new civilization with a different set of abilities and units at your disposal. The legacy you create with each civilization will carry in subsequent ages. So it's kind of certain decisions you make, kind of evergreen, they live with you forever, and others are age-specific. Legacy paths are the primary means by which you create continuity from one age to the next. Every age presents 4 such paths: economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic, not religious, at this stage at least. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you will have the opportunity to perform one more decisive feat to seal your victory. Every game of Civilization 7 is its own journey, and as you will see from the following tutorials and advisor messages, there are countless ways to build an empire that stand the test of time. To make the most of your journey, try to remain open to those ideas and be willing to adapt when necessary. Good luck! Remember, you can always open the Civilopedia for more information. You can revisit the guide at any time via the pause menu. Okay? Wow. So this is my first proper look. They've done a really nice job on the graphics. Significantly prettier, I would say, than it has been in the past. Mountains now are much more obvious to see. This is our founders. It's like a new special ability, new unit. Settlers come next, but your founder is kind of your original seeds creator. But yeah, this looks fantastic. You got the little elephants. So it looks like navigable rivers are good for me as Egypt. And so we'll be wanting to leverage this, and these are also new to Civilization 7, so you can actually sail boats down these navigable rivers out to the ocean and beyond, and so it'll be interesting to see how these play out. But so far, first impressions of the level of polish on this game, and how it looks, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So let's jump into the gameplay and see how we play. So we're going to found our settlement in place. Okay. I'm going to leave the tutorial on. Obviously, an experienced Civilization player. I've been playing for 4 decades, but I want to make sure I pick up on all the changes. And so we choose our production. Got to go scout to begin with. And we'll jump in. And so the fog of war, or this kind of cool tile effect that they've created, it looks like maybe the gold 7s maybe are goodie huts or resources, luxury resources, like the elephants. So we'll just have to see. We have lenses here. So we can see our southern lens, continent lens. And it looks like we're on the continent of Africa at this stage. You can turn off the hex grids, the resources, and the yields. And you can show the minimap. Or not show the minimap. Nice and clean. Okay, we have our scout. So which way should we go? I think we'll go this way. Yep, sure enough, the gold was underneath the marble here. So that's great. Just jump into this city and see, purchase things. We want to build another scout. So now we choose our technology. We can view the tree. So you can see this is an all new tech tree by age. For each age there's a different tree, different technologies. And within Civilization 7, one of the new features is this mastery level, where you can, once you've unlocked, say, riding, you can then do a mastery in riding, which gives you additional benefits. So yeah, so given that we're near some elephants, I think animal husbandry probably makes sense. Just go back and see if this is unlocked. It also gives you 10% production towards wonders. I'll be wanting to build the pyramids at some point, given I'm Egypt. So yeah, I think animal husbandry probably makes the most sense. So you can see up here on the left, we have our age progress. I'm going to track progress here, so it can, and this is your different ways you can win, different ways you can get points. So cultural legacy, military, science. I'm going to track all of these, and economic, and we'll jump into these as we jump in. And ranking, moment we're obviously very low, so we're now tracking these on the left. Let's continue. Looks like there's some sort of goodie hut over here, so let's population is grown, so hunters have perfected a recipe of curing meat so that it does not spoil, perfect for travelers enduring prolonged journey. Study the curing method. I get 45 science, which is 4.5 turns, or I can get food, which would allow me to grow more. I think I'm going to go for the food and get the growth. So now our city can grow. This is where, again, different to civilization. When a city grows, it can expand into an adjacent tile, gaining the yields it offers. When you settlement people move to this tile, they'll create an improvement, a rural structure for them to work and live in. Tiles with high yields and tiles containing resources are an obvious choice, but specific yield types may be better for your strategy. Choose where you want to expand next. So this is different than Civilization 6, where this would happen kind of over time. This is how you kind of culture bomb. So I'm going to come over to these elephants here because so we're going to expand our city. And I think I can do this. Maybe I have to pick on one of these first. So we have wood here, which is good. We have, this is better though. And it's also a navigable river. So I think we'll go for this. And then we'll also pick, there we go. Mission expansions allow you to improve an ivory resource and a wood resource. Grant bonuses of abilities of the city that hold the wood resource of your entire civilization. Ivory has the effect of additional production value. Remember, buildings can be placed atop these little leaf resources so that food growing atop them is always great. Okay. So far we're going okay. I generally like to do a big loop, so we'll probably go over here with this guy. And we're still building our other cities, so let's just go in here. Can I see my city? Is that an option? Got no projects at the moment. Still building. Currently producing a scout. Do want to go north at some point. Okay, next turn. And next turn. So it looks like finishing on a river ends your turn for the scout. So we'll duck down here next. Okay. It looks like we found something here. Discoveries. Exploration has revealed a cairn, one of many discoveries that can be found in the world. Closer inspection grants a hidden benefit or opportunity. Try moving one of the units there to see what it provides. Okay. And so it's going to take 2 turns, so I could go this way and this way. That's the same as this. So let me see. We'll just go straight there. Foreign leaders, you have met Amina. Good diplomatic relationships with other leaders can yield powerful benefits for your civilization, but they're also your main rivals in achieving victory. For starting diplomatic relations with each other and people, we should greet them. Okay. There she is, Amina. I'm Amina. Amazing models. They've done a really nice job making these just look far more... Okay, so this is again another new feature of Civilization 7 where the diplomatic approach of previous civs has been a little clunky. It's going to be interesting to see if they've improved it with this new influence approach. And so I have 3 options. I can effectively do nothing, have a neutral greeting. It doesn't cost me anything. We have 60 influence at the moment. So if I want to spend 20 of my influence, and I'm getting 10 per turn, reveal the capital of either leader if nearby, both capital, and you get a plus 20 to your relationship. I can be hostile. It still costs me 20 influence, but it reduces our relationship score. So more likely that we'll be, going down our war path, or just like each other as we go. So I'm going to start with a positive start and see how we go. So diplomacy, here you can interact with other leaders and see information about them, such as your civilization, agenda, and your relationship with them. Diplomatic actions, you can start with them and other information. To open the screen of a leader, simply select the leader portrait. Okay. Relationships, a variety of sources can affect your relationship with another leader, including diplomatic elections, world events, such as settling too close to their capital and their unique agenda. A helpful relationship can lead to an alliance, and a hostile relationship is more likely to lead to war. Keep in mind that the other leaders can also affect your relationship in the same ways, so it's prudent to keep an eye on it from time to time. Okay? Diplomatic actions, so this is spending influence, endeavors, sanctions, and espionage actions, so spying. Yep, that's all kind of similar. And more actions, support, accept, and reject different decisions. Okay. So at the moment we can have open orders. Sorry, I keep getting in the way. Let me move myself over here. We can form an alliance, but it looks like our relationship is not good enough at this stage. So our relationship is 20, currently marked as neutral. She's a warrior queen. She has plus gold, plus 5 combat strength. So, yep. I'm not sure I want to do anything at this stage. So I'm going to close. And can I see where her capital's here, so it's very close to mine. So that's definitely a concern, and we'll probably want to expand away from her, but let's see how we go. Okay, so we built the other scout, so I think maybe a Medjay would be good just to get. Granny would also be good, allow with growth. But I think potentially one more scout, and then we'll jump into Medjay. Okay, so let's go north. The visuals on this are absolutely stunning. Really impressed with the overall quality of the graphics, the detail, the ability to see things from a far distance as well. Looks beautiful. Music is really good. So voice acting so far has been good. So I'm very impressed early on. Obviously a lot more to go, but and let's we've got some more units to command. So here's Amina's scout, so we're going to avoid that guy. They took our goodie hut from us. It looks like we have cotton available to us, so that's good as well. What does cotton provide? +2 production, +2 food. Nice. Okay, we have a diplomatic action. So the river flood, damaging the area, but it also improves the yields. We have a diplomatic action to consider. Amina is inviting you to share military aid. We both receive +3 if I accept it. I can't afford this, so I can't pick that one. If I accept it, I get +2 gold per turn. Other leader units gets +2 combat strength. If I block it, so I'll accept. Okay. I'm going to keep going across this way, I think. So we'll come down to here. There's also cool like details on this map where there's a little cliff edge, which I'm sure are going to come into play, you know, as we get into different armies and placement of units. So it should be interesting to see how this plays out. So we found an independent village. You have encountered a stranger from a village of Seleucia, and they appear to be hostile. The village could potentially be a strong ally with the right amount of persuasion, but it could also prove a threat to your civilization. Finding the location of Seleucia would be wise. Independent villages can have different attitudes towards others, friendly, neutral, or hostile. Once you have found a village, you can use influence to begin diplomatic actions. Okay, so basically city-states, so this is the Seleucia. We're going to jump over here and see if we can get this this tent camp and see what that is, kind of like a bonus. So they're a bit like barbarian camps where they can, you know, be hostile, friendly to you. So it'll be interesting to see how we go. Okay, next turn.
The caged bird
So we've now
watches butterflies with envy.
really nice job on the narration. Gwendolyn Christie's very good. That's beautifully presented. We've unlocked our first tech. So now we have animal husbandry. So you can see we've built a camp on our elephants here, which is increased our yields. We want to get some navigable rivers, I think, seeded next. So we get to Grass City again. Now I could go marble, or I could go more elephants. I think I want to go towards the, or do we go navigable river? Let's go navigable river. And then we get the benefits here. So we get 1 food, 1 production, 1 gold, 1 happiness. So that's good. And now I think we're going to go sailing so that we can get fishing boats. So at the moment we have fishing boat on this one, but I think there's ways to improve it. Let's jump over here and see what we get. Several soldiers have gathered for an impromptu contest of sport. News of one contender's stunning victory is sure to ripple across the country. We get a big culture bump, which would be huge, or more food. I think we'll go for the culture this time. We went for food last time. And our scouts, here he is. Let's get him down here. We want him to kind of cut across to here at some point. Okay, and we're first civic. Again, civic, this is a civic tree. Similar to the other civilization games, but against Asia Pacific. We also have an Egyptian civic tree, much smaller, but it gives you other benefits. So we've just got chiefdom, and that unlocks a couple of bonuses. I think we probably want to go. Let's go back to the options here. Scales of Anubis allows us to build a Mastaba, Arrival Happy, a Mortuary Temple, Discipline. Allows us to survey 1+ scout movement. That's pretty big. Yeah, I think we'll go Discipline. Allow our scouts to move much further. We get to choose our government. Government, you will need to establish government before you can enact several policies. Each form of government has its own unique effects. Choose your government now. So we have 3 choices at the beginning, and this changes over time. I think I want to go for this because I'm going for, although wonder construction would be good, as with culture, science is also good. So this is more of a militaristic despotism, classical republic, and oligarchy. Which to choose? Let's go down the classical, only for the next 10 turns though, so we're probably not going to be building a wonder in the next 10 turns, so but we will probably be building a building, so let's go oligarchy. Okay, and social policies are available, so these are the same as in Civ 6, and I think maybe Civ 5 had something like this. So these are like ways of improving your civilization. So we have 1 slot available. So I can pick charismatic leader, gives me +2 culture in a palace, or +1 production science on the palace. So we'll go the production route. And you can change these as you go forward. Okay. Beyond the bronze mirror. Hatshepsut gazes into the bronze mirror as attendants traces her eyes with kohl. She does not look at her reflection, but beyond. The lands are as yet few in people, but abundant in possibility. Her mind reaches forward towards a network of trade spanning the known world. We can train a merchant, turning a city's raw stone into monuments. To Her Majesty, built 2 monuments. Or conquest, plus Majay. I think I want to go down the building monuments, so let's do this one. And so now I've got to build 2 monuments. You can look at legacy paths. We have to study Code of Laws, study civic discipline, which we are at the moment. Construct any wonder. So when does the pyramids get unlocked? Let me see if I can. Let's look at the tech tree. Mostly probably need masonry. Here we are. Masonry unlocks monuments and the pyramids. So we want to go masonry next after sailing. Okay. Next turn. What are these here? We have revealed a new civics tree, Egyptian civics, and another leader started an endeavor with you. And that's our military aid, okay. UI is very nice. I know there was some hate for it when it first got presented, but I actually really like it. Very clean. We'll scooch up here. Try and see if we can find this city. And let's head down this way. That's the ocean. Have we found another continent yet? I don't think we have. Oceania we have. So we've got Oceania and Africa. And are there any good settler spots? There's a spot they're recommending here on the river again. Okay. We've met another civilization. Okay. Xerxes. We've got 70 influence at the moment and accumulating, so again I think we'll start positive and we'll see how this goes. Xerxes is a bit known as a bit of a trader, culture, lord of coins, so it looks like he's militaristic, has some combat strength, but mainly trade, so it'll be interesting to see how he forms, comes together. Yeah, it's next turn. Okay, our other scout is now available, so we're going to head down to the southeast, and we're going to change our production. I think a saw pit would be good for extra production, given that we're going to be building our wonders that soon. So when constructing a new building, you must choose a placement location. Buildings can be placed in an urban district with an empty slot, represented by the dark green color, or you may annex a new urban district tile represented in light green color by placing it there. Yellow tiles contain existing rural populations and their improvements. Placing a building on these tiles is possible, but will replace the improvement. Red tiles, such as leaf resources or mountains, will not be built upon. Okay? So I have the option of building on these three here. Okay. +1 production to other tiles. I'm going to be expanding this way, but may as well just go here. So that's probably bumped this guy up as well now. We've got some units to command, so we now have our... let's head down here. And we can move him along the river, or we can bring him up here. We have a guide to the north. We found Samarkand. They're hostile to me, so they may try and attack me. Let's move our other guy here. Okay. Here's the ocean again. Very pretty. This I just makes you want to zoom in all the time and see just the beauty of, like, look at this, the way the river is flowing into the ocean, and then you got the coral and the fish. Pretty cool. I know you're not always zooming in this close when you're playing, but it's nice that they've made it look so pretty. We have commands. Okay, so let's scooch around here. We found a sewer. Don't look too happy to see us, but let's just scooch up here. We've got silk. Diplomatic action, Xerxes. Inviting you to start culture exchange. To support it and get 6 culture per turn. But it cost me 60 influence. I'm not sure I want to do that. We'll go for this one. we come down this way, I think. Soon we're going to have to start thinking about oh, the other thing our scouts can do is they have this ability called Lookout, which allows them to like see a wider distance. So they're kind of like true scouts, are able to jump around and see, you know, literally scout the landscape. So if I press this, he'll be able to see everything around him. So let me just go up here, and then let's try it. Try to look out. Costs you at the end of your turn, but you get to see a big wide expanse. So it's kind of cool. We have another diplomatic action. He wants to do open markets, get some gold. He gets 4 gold. Sure, let's do that. His trading ability, and I'm assuming Assur is he is Assyrian. Axum. Yeah, we haven't found his found where he's from yet, so okay. Let's command our units. Let's duck down here. Scoot around here. Met another civilization. Looks like we've met Ashoka.
हम अशोक ही संसार के मध्य बिंदु और एक महान पापी.
We'll do friendly again. I wonder if I try doing this and then I can get more cash. Okay. So we just spent some influence and we've got the culture, the trade going now, so that's good. Okay. How is this looking at the moment? Are we building anything? Sure we are. So let's build a no wonders to build. I think a granny would be good at this stage. We'll build it here. Still buy things. Okay, so here's our queue. So we can see at the moment we're still building our saw pit. 2 turns to get that, and then we've queued up the granary. Let me cancel that. I want to just go slower. And awesome. So that's I'm going to put a cut in there. That's opening first game. We're going to keep going, but I'm going to put a pause in there. Hopefully you're enjoying this game. I certainly am. And it's a lot of fun. I think first impressions, 30 minutes in, very impressed. It seems a very detailed and rich game, and I think as the layers of the game present themselves, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to join along and follow along with this Let's Play, then yeah, make sure you subscribe, like the video. Be plenty more to come, and until the next time, this is Old School Gamer signing out. Take care, guys. Bye.